Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Happy Saturday night. Where did the week go?
I know, right? Oh my gosh, last week we were on vacation, so we weren't able to do the show for you, and we're super excited that you're here now with us because it's a great one.
It's a good one. And we had a well-needed little 3-day vacay, and we're ready to roll. So today, wait till you hear what this is about.
Yeah, guys. Oh my gosh, cassette tapes, right? I mean, if you were around in the 80s, you remember cassette tapes, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, in the 60s, they were sort of developed, the compact cassette as we know them today. And it wasn't until the late 70s until they overtook 8-tracks and sort of become the portable standard, right?
8-tracks were so big. They were like a big piece of bread.
Yeah, it was actually. And then you get the cassette tape that's half the size and sounds just as good, right? So they became popular and actually overtook vinyl sales in 1985 or so.
Oh.
And it was a very short-lived for the cassettes because they actually, the CDs actually overtook cassette tape sales in 1993 or so, mid-90s.
I feel like I got really confusing for a few years there where it was changing really fast.
Yeah, it was a couple years you're collecting vinyl, and then for a few years you're collecting cassettes, and you got to redo your entire music collection because CDs were the best, right?
Right. It's I can't keep up with it.
Yeah. So a lot of people, when they started buying CDs, threw away their cassette tapes. They're like, who's going to want these? CDs are just far superior, right?
Yeah.
But now, these days, we're seeing that, oh my gosh, guys, collectors are paying ridiculous money for these cassette tapes. And we're going to show you exactly what to look for when you're out there. Now, my experience with cassette tapes.
It's a long one. It's
yes.
a long experience.
It is, yeah. I mean, okay, when I started on eBay nearly 10 years ago, cassette tapes were probably the third thing that I really tried selling. And I lucked out one time. I picked up a few cassettes from the Goodwill, and I'm like, hey, these are kind of cool. I love cassettes, So I started looking online and seeing what they were worth. I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. And so I went on Craigslist, right? And I looked to see if anybody had a cassette tape collection. And there it was, this huge collection of 200 tapes.
Smart.
And it was all 1990s grunge, like Nirvana.
No.
Soundgarden. Yep. It was punk rock from the Ramones to Rancid, right? Heavy metal.
And that's
Ozzy
what
Osbourne.
you want.
Yes. Ozzy Osbourne to Iron Maiden. Okay, now these are the genres that you're looking for when it comes to cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was the first one. I asked him, I'm like, are these still available? Right? And he's like, yes, I'll meet you tomorrow. Okay.
You're like, no, now.
Yeah, I wanted to. It was late at night, but he met me the next morning, and I paid $20 for 200 cassette tapes, and I made thousands of dollars reselling these guys. I'm not kidding. So I want to share with you. We want to make sure that you know exactly what to look for. So
what genres to look for.
Genres. There are certain bands also that can really bring some good money. Like my favorite band here, like I see in my hat, Ween. Oh my gosh, I've sold so many Ween cassettes and for over $100. A Wiener. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you like the band Ween as well, you know that any of their merchandise is collectible, especially cassette tapes that didn't sell a whole lot, back in the 90s. So those are really very valuable as well. So I also we want to show you, why are people collecting these actually?
Why
what's
are
the
they?
appeal? I don't know. Maybe it's the clunky retro feel. Look at that. Listen to that. Just that feel of the tape. A CD doesn't do that.
No, and the other part is the paper, the damn paper. It's bends, comes out, you lose it. This paper part's really important.
It actually is
an important part of the
whole piece, right?
Yeah.
And actually, this piece right here is a Ween cover. The cover only. This is just a cassette that's sitting in here, but this is just the cover. I could actually sell just this artwork for probably $20 because somebody needs to, complete the tape. So, okay, guys, that's just an example, but we want to show you with the unofficial price guide. How about eBay?
Our
eBay.
Unofficial price guide.
Right. So we're going to search for cassette tape on eBay, and that's all we're going to search for. Okay. So we see 330,000 results. Those are available on eBay right now just for cassette tape. No, that range is...
That's crazy.
I know, right? 33,000. Yeah. We're going to scroll down really quickly because we're going to go to the sold items, and we're going to see that 42,000 have sold. out of those 330,000. So that's like a 1 in 9 sell-through rate or something like that. Not crazy, not very good, honestly. But we're going to show you the ones to look out for. So it's going to be like 100% sell-through rate and go for big money. Now let's check out, actually, we could look a little more closely at this, but let's check this out. Now, this is a rap CD. That is another genre you want to look for.
Like early rap.
Early rap, any rap in the 90s when they were making cassettes still, really go for some good cash. And this one right here is Low Down, Coming Up and At You, cassette tape. So Norteno rap. And okay, so with 45 bids, guys, this one for over $3,000, $3,475 to be exact. So just your crazy rare rap tapes, look for those. Also Grateful Dead, you know, these bootlegs here. Here's an entire collection. I mean, we all know Grateful Dead. We've heard their, you know, music a ton of times. You all know their logo. I mean, who hasn't seen a deadhead driving down the street? Now, if you check out their cassette tape collection, you might say, oh my gosh, look at this. I can get like $1,000 for these Grateful Dead bootleg. Here's another one. Grateful Dead tape lot, over 300 cassettes, $1,300 with a bid. So even these Grateful Dead bootlegs are, you know, a big collection like that. Pick them up. You know, even if it's a couple $100s, you know, they're going to sell for way more. I think
the handwriting even on them is cool. When somebody's writing the name of it, or I love that, like a person touched it. It was a part of their life. It's cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you because I've sold so many blank cassette tapes as well. And make sure to check out that live that we did not too long ago as well, because there's some serious money in certain types of cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Here's even a Vietnamese music cassette tape lot from the 80s and 90s.
I'll be damned.
I know. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 30 cassettes here, and they went for $630.
Are we missing something?
Yeah, $20 per cassette tape.
I want to know what I need to look up this music.
I know. So if you
sounds festive.
I know. Even if you, I do actually remember listening to some of this stuff when I was working, washing dishes. A couple of my first jobs. Working was it was such a great time, and some of this music is actually fun to listen to.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it takes you back. That's the great thing about music.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so nostalgic.
It evokes emotion.
Absolutely. So we're going down some more, and we're seeing that here's some more raps, cassette tapes. Here's Nas, $530. This looks like it went internationally. Here's another rap tape here, $600. Oh my gosh, let's scroll down gently some more. Here's some more Grateful Dead tape lots for $500.
Wow.
So we're seeing in the $500 range. Just in general, just the term cassette tape can bring. So let's go ahead and check out some more things here. Now let's look at, again, if you're just joining us, we're letting you know what genres of cassette tapes to look out for and how to find them. Now, basically how to find them, the best way, I think, you know, garage sales, estate sales, ladies who are mad at their sons, like when we were out the other day, garage selling, she threw all the stuff on the road. That would be a good opportunity.
We should have looked for cassette tapes, baby.
Yeah, they probably were good. So, you know,
they're all over.
Yeah, look at them there. But, you know, sometimes when you look at Goodwill, they just don't even, I think Goodwill throws them away almost because I never see them there. And also, I bet the best way to find them, but you're going to have to be really quick. You're going to have to search like every morning for new listings on this, because if you look on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for lots, like I did, my first big score, that's how you're going to find, you know, these lots for, say, like the rap or something. Look for the rap. Look for alternative and grunge music from the 90s. Look for heavy metal. You know, like Ozzy Osbourne well, maybe not the classic rock, but more like Iron Maiden, Metallica, even, you know, those bands from the heavy metal genre. Also, you want to look out for punk rock. Punk rock has a really good following. As far as cassette tapes go, I think that's just the preferred media for punk rock. I think cassette tapes actually sound decent. Now, you may say, okay, vinyl sounds way better, or CDs sound so much more crisp. But when you have a cassette tape in a very good sounding sound system, the bass is amazing. Okay, so I think that's why they're so popular with rap and hip hop music. because the bass is so amazing. You throw one of those in your Alpine tape deck in your car with your subs in the back, and you were pounding down the street. Okay, I remember doing that, with my friends. And then we switched to CDs, and you still pound, but maybe not as much. And Baby Elmer's joining us today. Coming to say hello to everybody. Hey,
the
Elmer.
Thunderstorm. He gets scared.
Yeah, we had lots of rain today. So again,
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I'm learning about cassette tapes because it's that's why I'm listening. So if I'm out yard sailing or church sailing or whatever, what are the medium priced things that I might run into?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, that's a good question, because you're going to see a lot of the classic rock and stuff like that.
Okay.
And, if you see a lot of like the Boston and the Foreigner and the stuff that was really mass produced, you're not going to get much more than $2 per tape on those.
Wow, really?
Yes. So you really have to stick within these genres. Now, if you see a big collection of classic rock, a really nice collection, throw them in a lot. You can get $2 a piece. 30 tapes is going to be worth $50-$60.
Yeah.
So, but, single out those metal ones, single out the punk rock ones, single out the grunge and the hip hop. And so those, for the most part, you can sell them individually for maybe even $20. You can sell some of like the Led Zeppelin, the Doors, Pink Floyd, the Beatles, some of those like bigger names, more popular classic rock. You can get nearly $10 a piece. Maybe
so you're
$20.
saying if you find like Poison, like the band Poison.
Yep.
Like, where would that be?
That falls in sort of like the heavy metal, sort of like mediocre.
I didn't mean to spring that on you.
No. It's good because it is really like the mediocre sort of heavy metal glam band sort of things that get $2 to $5 per tape if you lat them up.
Got it. Okay.
Those ones are a little bit better than like Boston or Foreigner, Poison or Warrant or like the heavier rock.
Okay.
So those ones are gonna be $2 to $5 a piece if you lat them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems like lotting them up is a way to go if you don't, hit it, high and get the big boys.
Yeah, if you buy a big collection and you get a lot of classic rock, it's still not worthless. Even country tapes can go in lots, maybe not for as much, but
you're getting them for 25 cents or $1. I mean, hey,
if they're a quarter,
Oh yeah, a quarter.
Yeah.
Well, if you're selling them for like $2 or $3, then yes.
Yeah,
totally.
And honestly, sometimes these things are free. People are throwing them away. You can find them on Craigslist free pile, and you see a bunch of cassette tapes. I've got in my car and bam, got there, and all I got were a few cases. Like, I think people maybe picked it over and grabbed the good stuff, but I got some free cases out of it and this and that. So you just got to be really quick when it comes to these things, and you can really score.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a few examples here about my favorite band here, and this is Ween. This is one of their greatest albums, Chocolate and Cheese. I've had this cassette tape in my personal collection, and I've sold it for just about the same amount, around $100 for that one. Same with this one right here, their very first release. That was on Twin Tone Records in Minneapolis, and that one goes for about $100 too. That was a little harder to find. Now this one right here is called Pure Guava, and this is their most common one. It had a song, if you might remember, Push the Little Daisies, which was probably their mainstream hit, their only mainstream hit. And that tape goes for around $40 whenever you find that one.
Cool. Yeah.
So I mean, Ween cassette tapes can go for thousands. Like, these are like the big boy, like before the original releases. These very, very rare ones I've seen go for thousands of dollars. Like, I wanted to add them to my collection, so I bid what I could, and it went way over that, so it's just like I don't need it that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So
is it a want or a need?
Yeah,
my son would say, "Mom, is it a want or a need?" I'm like,
most of the time. Yeah, when you're collecting stuff like this, for sure. So we'll take a look at some of these genres that we're talking about. Let's take a look at rap real quick, because we'll search for rap cassette tape here, and then we'll see that 1,300 results have sold in the past 90 days. There's that one really big one again for 3,500. We'll see another rare, not even like studio release, just a rare cassette, $1,000. Nina Mob, $610 with some bids. I've never heard of these groups, so Pretty cool. But let's go to something that may be a little more recognizable in the $300 range. Jeez. Like
it's so fun
Raquan.
to look at. Just the shape. I like the clear ones. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm looking at this one that went for $2.99, and I just love the clear look of them. I just think it's cool.
The aesthetics of the tapes, you know, putting man, it's more of like an event. You know, you have to rewind to find your favorite song, this and that. You know, and like I said, with rap, the bass sound amazing. So that's why these rap tapes are going for so much. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. You know, $300 for this right here. We have
that's why
it's a good reason, I'm sure, you know, and it's just maybe the preferred media, you know, it's retro, it's nostalgic, it's different, you know, if you want to be different, you know, rock your freaking cassette player, you know, and people are gonna be like, what? That's another genre to look for, is like more modern bands. They will produce limited amounts of cassette tapes. Like I bought my daughter Kaya a Billie Eilish cassette that was signed, you know, from the Billie Eilish website. And at the time, I bought 3 of them, 1 for her and then 2 to resell. So I waited a little while, and I at least tripled my money on it. I should have held on. I mean, I could, if I would have held on to them, I think, you know, probably we're worth hundreds right now.
Oh my gosh, she's so popular and she's so talented. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, right?
Right.
Yes. So even we keep looking. There's, you know, cassettes in the $200 range here. We're scrolling pretty quickly just to kind of show you that, you know, if there's cassettes in the $200 range, there's cassettes all the way down to, you know, what's worth your time, $20 a piece or so. So keep that in mind again. And you know, we can show you genre after genre of solds here. You know, there's the punk, there's the grunge. We showed you, you know, some more obscure, less mainstream bands. So the less mainstream they are,
the more they're worth.
More they'll be worth, because you know, like the less that were produced,
you don't see them as frequently.
That's right. They're a little more rare. There's less people looking for them, so the like competition's a little more fierce, kind of thing. Just like with this band Ween here, I spent hundreds and hundreds building a Ween tape collection, and you know, I profited big time selling them. So it was a really fun time. My experience with cassette tapes, guys, is, again, look for these genres, look on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and be the first one to respond, and be very diligent.
And don't be afraid to sell things in lots.
Absolutely. If you're not going to make, you know, $10, $15 a piece on each one, it might not be worth your time, and put it in a lot.
Yeah.
So
throw it together.
Yeah. And, you know, be done with it. Make some good profits. So guys,
yeah, we hope that you picked up a little info about what to keep your eyes open for if you run into some cassettes.
Oh my gosh. And
I learned a lot.
Good. I'm glad, honey. I'm really glad. I hope that everybody did. It looks like your mom learned a thing or two about cassettes.
Hey, Mom.
Thanks, Donna.
These contacts like a little weird. So when you're writing me here, if I'm squinting, I'm trying to see you.
I'll make it a little bigger then.
There we go. Hello. Hi, Mom.
Yes, guys, we appreciate you, Donna, for stopping in. We appreciate everybody for stopping in. And we really hope this helps you make some money.
Yeah. And if you have had any luck with cassette tapes yourself, drop it down below and let's have a little chat about it.
I know. I would. I'm super excited to hear what your cassette tape scores have been like over the years.
Or what you might have in your closet and you just didn't know.
That, yeah. Oh my gosh, you know, if you go and dig them out after this
show, the kid who never moved out.
The
kid who never moved out of the house and left all their stuff there, and mom and dad are stuck with it.
There's a big box of Nirvana tapes.
Great.
And, hey, you know, hey, we'll pick them up and sell them for you. So, okay, again, guys.
Yeah,
thanks for so much
spending Saturday night with us. We always look forward to seeing you guys, and of course, we can't wait to see you next week too.
Absolutely, guys.
And Tuesday,
and
Thursday,
and Thursday. Yes, guys, we're so grateful. Tell everybody. Tell your mom. Tell your neighbors. All of that. To come check out our channel. We are so grateful. Oh my gosh, we are nearing our 4,000 watch hour goal, guys. So oh my gosh, we're just like
working crazy, working, and yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so much work.
We're right there.
Right? It's like we're looking at the graph, and we're at like 39.60 or something like that and it's moving along. So it's only a matter of time.
Once we get to that that benchmark, I guess you could say, we can start monetizing on our channel.
Full monetization. So, we're apologies that you're going to see some commercials during our videos coming up. But
we have you to thank for that.
Yes, we're so grateful for all of your support and everything, and we're so grateful to keep moving along. So.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next week, and take it easy and stay cool wherever you're living.
Oh my gosh, I know it's been hot out, right?
Right. Bye, guys.
All right, take care.